bunch of sun salutes today. Some on the pod. You can stay on the pod, but we will do some on the mat for those who want to go there. All right, so to do that, we need to prepare a little bit. Find your centering, loosen up a little bit, press to the feet, and feel yourself grow tall. Gaze right and left, and begin to slow down the breath. Inhale, lift the left arm up as high as you want to go. Doesn't matter how high. Exhale, press to the right foot. Inhale, back. Exhale, lower the arm down. Inhale, right arm up. Feel lengthening through that right side body. And exhale. To side bend. Inhale here, exhale, hands to prayer pose. And from the waist, twist to the right. Feel that waist become small. Inhale back to center. And exhale, twist the other way. Shoulders are definitely neutral. Inhale back to center. Hands on the hips. Extend the right foot forward. Flex. Take the leg out to the side. Inhale back to center. Place the heel on the ground. Lift the chest. Feel the back of the leg awakening. Feel your torso being long. Inhale to rise up. Extend the left leg forward. Take the leg out to the side. Of course, you can always have the hands and arms assist. Lower that heel down. Feel yourself grow tall, waking up the back of the leg. Inhale back to center. Do individual shoulder rolls. This is kind of like a windmill, and we're not extending our arms at the moment. Just trying to get loose in the shoulders. Do a little shimmy and make circles with the nose. And we'll go the other direction. And now we'll do a robin's flow. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to prayer pose. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale, lowering down. Inhale to the right. Finding low lunge so you can lean back. And there's going to be a lot of lunges in our sun salutes today. So take that left leg as far back as you can. Fold forward for the runner stretch. Hands on hips. Bring arms to ears. Right arm hold on to the pod. Or bring the right arm by the right ear. Inhale, rising up. Maybe put in a back bend here. And exhale, lower down. We'll just roll over to the other side. Low lunge first. If you need to have your thigh up higher, you have your thigh up higher. And then exhale, leaning back. All about the quad stretch, not about the knee. And then we come forward to the high lunge. On or off the pod. We're going to do a lot of off the pod for those of you who want it. And we'll lift up. Turn this into a back bend if you want. And then let's practice a little twist here. And let's return to Tadasana, but let's have the feet out a little bit. And we'll come into a nice cat-cow. You can use the Ujjayi breathing here, which is audible there at the throat. Sounds like the ocean in the distance. Return to Tadasana. We'll do a flow. So here we go with our sun salutes. We're going to go sustain each part of the poses that are in the sun salute. We're going to sustain them and breathe. We're going to do 2 of them here, 2 of them on the mat, which means 2 more on the pod for some of you. And then we'll get flowier with it. And we'll add on stuff. If this all happens, there's a storm approaching. I don't know if it'll happen or not. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right leg extends with the heel on the ground. I can see dirty feet. Sorry about that. And we'll take it as deeply as you can. Now you might want to just stay here almost in a down dog. But breathe here, and then when the body allows, you can lower to Uttanasana. Keep the toes and knees in line. Feel that long line in the torso as well as the elongation in that hamstring. And of course, you're engaging your calf muscle too. Inhale to the half lift, hands just below the knees. Breathe here and exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up to plank. We're not leaning back, we're in solid plank here. You can flex though if you'd like. And then spread the toes and point. Find your back bend. Find downward facing dog. You can have your arms in front of you if you want, as long as the shoulders aren't rolling forward. So you can have your hands like this if you want. Long line. Then inhale, lower the arms down. We're going to take the right leg out to the side and open up the left leg so we're in Virdrasana B. Bring the arms to a T. Breathe, take your gaze over your left hand. Zip it up to your belly button. Whenever you're ready, lower the right arm down. Let's find exalted. Sustain the pose. Breathe, breathe. Practice lifting the pelvic floor. Okay, we're swooping to Parsvakonasana. Now when we're off the pod, you can from here go into Trikonasana. Make sure you're not into a lazy side bend where you're resting that arm on the thigh. No, it is a long diagonal line here. If this is too much for you, you just lessen the drama of it, right? Then inhale to rise up. On the pod, we'll be doing a little hop because we're coming into Warrior A. So what you do on the pod is I don't know if I said pod or mat, but anyway, on the pod, you bring that right foot forward a little bit. Take the left leg out even more so you can turn towards the left. Now, if you're coming into Warrior A off the pod from here, you can stand up and really bring the hips forward. You're not going to be able to do that while you're seated, but you can still have the effect of Warrior A, bringing the hands to prayer pose, and inhale, straighten the arms up. You might be feeling a nice stretch in the inner thigh. And then exhale, lower the hands down, and we're ready for the other side, taking our time at each pose. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, exposing your dirty feet and bringing the fingertips all the way to Uttanasana. Feel the lengthening in the spine. Feel the work of elongation in the hamstring and the calf working as well. Inhale to the half lift. I hope we went to the half lift on the other side. We should have if we didn't. Feel that long line, knee over ankle, pressing through that right foot, and then extend deeper into Uttanasana. Inhale, rising up to plank. Feeling the core work, not leaning back. Doesn't matter how high you lift the leg, and we'll do some flexions. I have one thing to add to that, but we won't do that right now. And then exhale, spread the toes and point. And let's find the back bend. Our cobra, our up dog, and then we find when we flex the foot, come into down dog. Inhale, rising up, and take the left leg out to the side. Take the right knee out, knee over ankle, wide as you're able, arms to a T. We're not hanging out here. We got a lot of core working, taking your gaze over the right hand. Try not to bring the shoulders out of neutral. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, coming into exalted. Breathe here, lift the pelvic floor. Nice side bend. And then we come into the side tilt, long line, breathing deeply. If you're off the pod, you can come into Trikonasana. Inhale to rise up, and then bring that left foot forward so you can turn the body. You can open it as much as you might, maybe even take that right leg out a little more. So you can come into Warrior A. It isn't as true as it can be off the paws, but it's good, it's legit. Bring the hands to a T and lift the arms up. I feel it in my left side when I can't go all the way forward. Feel it more prominently in this area. Then we return to Tadasana. Okay, we did one of them. Let's do a Robin's Flow. Now, before we do this one again, I'm just going to tell you we're going to add a couple things, and then we're going to do twice more, once with no additions, then add it, if I can remember all that. And we'll be doing that on the mat, except for those who want to do the pod again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, folding to Uttanasana. Inhaling, half lift, long, long line. Exhale, reaching deeper. Inhale, rising to plank, doing some nice flexions, taking the leg out to the side. You can assist if you want to, and then practice a little lifting. I like to do the lifting on the exhalation, and then spread the toes and point. Inhale to the back bend, and exhale, finding down dog. Inhale, rising up, taking the right leg out to the side, opening it up, rather going to gate pose, coming into Warrior B. Exhale, lower the right arm down. Inhale, lift left arm up. Exhale, coming into Parsvakonasana. Then inhale out of the pose. We're going to draw that right foot forward, left foot more to the side, so we can turn our hips to face forward. Bring that whole weight on that right foot there. Bring the hands to prayer pose. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, finding our way to Tadasana. Time for the other side. Inhale, sweep up, left leg extends. Exhale to fold. Ooh, long. Inhale, lengthen, feel your core working for you. And bring the hands forward. Inhale to plank. You can do flexions. Both wrists and ankle. Can't do the wrists on the floor, but that's okay. Exhale, left leg out to the side. Inhale, back in. And then with those exhalations, lift. Spread the toes and point. Nice inhalation here. And exhale, finding downward facing dog. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, left leg out to the side. We're not going to Parigasana. We're opening up all the way, coming into Warrior B. Stretch those arms out. Take your gaze over your right hand. Exhale, left arm lower. Inhale, nice exalted. Exhale, find your way to Parsvakonasana. And then into Trikonasana if you're doing this off the pod. Inhale back. And then we're going to scoot that left leg forward. Still the toes turned in a little bit. Open the right knee even more so. And then turn so the hips come to the side as much as possible. And bring fingers up to the sky. Exhale, return to Tadasana. All right, do a little Hulasana here. Do a Robin's Flow. And then come into Bucky's after a bunny. Come into a little cat-cow. You might even see him at some point. Doesn't that feel good? And then you can do a little shimmy. Now, going to do the whole thing again. same series. Adjust if I happen to change things a little bit because I'm cueing from the mat. So enjoy your pod practice or come to the mat. Into Tadasana, inhale, smooth up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, elongating. And exhale, folding Uttanasana. Inhale, step back to plank. And you can flex one leg. You can flex the other leg. And then do some nice lift at the exhalation. Good for the glutes here. And then you can lower all the way down, preparing for the back bend, and you know how to do that on the pod. Those of you who are on the pod, feel that nice back bend. And then everyone make your way to down dog. If you don't want to get to down dog, just do this active balasana here. And here we go. Now, we're going to find our way to warrior B. Do you remember how to do that? Those of you on the pod, I hope. Inhale, we're lifting the right leg if you're on the pod. And we're actually rising all the way up to the high lunge. And then just flowing in to warrior B. Take your gaze over the right hand. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, making your way to Parsvakonasana. Then we have that option of coming into Trikonasana. Straightening the leg, feeling that you're between two panes of glass. Now to come into Warrior A, you know how to do it on the pod. Place the fingers on the ground, pivot that foot, take the right foot to the right a little bit, and then just do a little hop so you can put that foot on the ground. And then we rise up to Warrior A. Hip points directly to the side, rising up. Then exhale, lower the arms down. You can step up. I'm going to go over here on this side though, just so we face each other. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, folding to Uttanasana. Inhale, elongating. Exhale, stepping back to plank. Maybe not going all the way down this time, so you can do up dog. And then finding your way to the active balasana or down dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, lunging the left leg forward. That is so we can first come into the high lunge and then open up to Warrior B. Left heel now lines up to the center of the right foot. That's not railroad tracks, is it? Taking gaze over left hand. Breathing deeply. Exhale, lower the right arm down. Left arm rises so that we get a nice side bend the side of the body. And coming into Parsvakonasana. Yep. Option to come right into Trikonasana. And then finding Warrior B. Yes, when you're turning, you want to bend that knee and give a little hop, scoot the left foot over. So enjoy finagling till you find where your good foundation is and if you can line everything up. Ball the foot, heel, nice integrity all the way through. And then lifting up fingertips to Warrior A. Then exhale, returning to the pod, and we're going to do that one more time. See if you can do it as a complete flow, and that includes you folks who decide to do your practice continue to do your practice on the pod. But let's do a Robin's flow first. And excuse me, I need to call my dog. Bucky? Here, Bucky! I hear him, so we're okay. All right, time for a flow. There he is. There's Bucky. You want to come and say hello to everybody? Come say hello. Yeah, there's Buck. All right, everyone ready? We're in Tadasana. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bending the elbows and then inhaling to the back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, lunge the right leg forward as you rise up. So everybody on the pod or here on the mat coming into warrior B. Exhale, left arm lower. Inhale, right arm into exalted warrior. Side tilt into Parsvakonasana. Option to come into Trikonasana. And then to find warrior A, we do our hopping and our moving the right foot over, and we make our way with knee over ankle to warrior A. Inhale here. Exhale, find your way to Tadasana. In my case, I'm going over to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, elongating. And exhale, folding again. I think we didn't do that on the other side. Inhale here, and then make your way back to plank. And maybe you'd like to do up dog or go all the way down for cobra. Exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, lunge the left leg forward, rising up to high lunge. But here on the mat, we do make our way to warrior B, just like everybody else on the pod. Inhale here. Exhale, right arm lower. Inhale, exalted. And make your way to Parsvakonasana. And here we come into Trikonasana. We pivot, bend the feet or the knees so we don't hurt the knee. Do that little hop, bring the left foot over. Hips are as far to the side as possible, level as possible. I know that's not quite all the way possible in the pod, on the pod. Exhale, lower your arms down. Let's all meet in Tadasana here. Do a nice little halasana movement here. And we're going to come into Robin's Flow. And we're going to come into ratio breathing. And let's see, let's try 6 on the inhalation and 12 on the exhalation. If that's too much for you, create your own. You might actually go longer than I do. Let's puff out the air first. And I'm going to do mine with arm gestures. So inhale. You can really feel your core by the end of the exhalation. Here we go again. One more time. Ooh. Now just let the breath be. Don't even think about it. Have a moment of calmness here. and I had a revelation. I'm not sure, people on the mat, if when we did plank here, we didn't practice lifting. I'm not sure if we did or not. I'll have to go back on the video and see. But you can always go back and give it a whirl. All right. So we'll return to Tadasana. And let's do a nice windmill here. Take the feet apart, clasp the hands together, let the chest squeeze the shoulder blades. Crown of the head reaching forward, and enjoy this inversion. Anyone who wants to come off the pod and really stretch those legs out, you can do the same thing with the fingers. Gotta watch for a little ant bite there. Inhale, everybody rise up to Tadasana. Robin's Flow. And a little bit of ab work. How about let's press the balls of the feet forward. If you want to do this as balance, you can. See if you can maintain a calm breathing pattern, even though it's effortful. And then we'll come back to Tadasana. And of course, we'll want to do Hulasana. Either direction. Take the feet apart and draw the shoulders forward. Come forward. You still have a flat back, but you're enjoying this nice little twist here. And then bring your hands down the shin, crown the head forward. And we come into another inversion. I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit. I like to bring my hands around the heels and feel what that feels like in the middle of the back. With your breathing, you'll feel the back move. Then inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Fingers up to the sky. Exhale, lower everything down. Turn to your left. And see if you can hold on to a part of your leg. And then draw that thigh back as much as you're able. Maybe you can clasp the ankle. And just enjoy that. You can turn that into a back bend if you want. And then return to Tadasana and come to the other side. Try not to be leaning too far to the right. Hold, even if this is as far as you can get, see if you can get a little bit of a quad stretch there. And then you can bring this all the way down. Excuse me, the bugs. Lift the chest. Create a back bend. And there you are. Now, let's go ahead and extend the right foot forward. Flex. And place the foot down. Extend. And flex. I think that's a nice counter pose after doing that. Ustrasana, I believe that is a variation of. So if you want to try this off the pod, bring weight to the right foot, hold on to the ankle. Draw the knee as close to the other knee as you can. Feel that nice quad stretch there. To elongate or to make this larger, lift the right arm up at your inhalation. And then lift the sternum and then separate the thigh from the shin as you take the thigh back. And that gives you a pretty good back bend here. And also lovely balance pose too. And then we'll come to the other side, bringing weight to the left foot, clasping the ankle, drawing the knee towards the other knee, and you can just hang out here if you'd like, or you can inhale, lift the left arm up. Your drishti can be off the tip of the nose, you know, that's a traditional place, and then come into your back bend. We'll come out of the pose, walk it out a little bit. It looked like I was leaning a little bit. Best to try to keep your integrity of the spine. All right, one robin's flow here. Nice little cat-cow. And you know, one thing I did want to do though is just practice bringing weight to the right foot, lift the left arm, leg up, and extend the leg forward and do some flexions there. Of course, you can do that on the pod, of course, right? You want to, you can bend the knee, take the leg out to the side, lift, rotate it inward to return to Tadasana. You can be doing that on the pod, right? And then we'll switch out. Nice to have a little bit of balance after you've done a bunch of sun salutes, right? Flex if you want. You can bend the leg, take it out to the side. I forget exactly what we did. Anyway, nice little bit of open hip there. And then if you want to, take the feet out, just do a little bit of window washing here. And let's come to ankle to knee and fold. Inhale back up, place the foot on the ground. And of course you can do pinky toe to pinky toe as an option. Always several options in yoga. Folding forward, breathing deeply. And now I think we're ready for Shavasana. Let's do a nice robin's flow. Now, in preparing for Shavasana, if you're super sweaty, like I am right now because it's so hot and buggy out here, you can go ahead and wipe yourself down, have a drink of water, and then find a comfortable way to let be. It's not a contest in Shavasana at all. Of course, our practice isn't either. But you don't need to be concerned about challenges. Just a matter of letting go. If the body doesn't want to let go, then you just say to yourself, the body doesn't want to let go. But you can breathe deeply and let go in your mind as best you can. And as you continue to do that, I'll say to you a quiet namaste and see you again soon. Take your time.